Friend, every woman has that life-changing moment when it finally hits her. She didn't just lose a man, she lost a good man. And the weight of that truth is something her heart will never let her forget. Friend, there is a moment in every woman's life that feels like a sudden jolt of truth, a realization that cuts deeper than she ever expected. It doesn't always arrive in a dramatic way. Sometimes it comes quietly, friend, when she's alone, scrolling through memories in her mind. Sometimes it comes in the middle of a crowded room when she hears a familiar laugh or sees someone else being treated with the kind of care she once had. Friend, and sometimes it comes late at night when the silence is too loud and there's no distraction left to cover up the ache inside. It's the moment she realizes she lost a good man. And when that realization hits, friend, it's not just about losing a relationship. It's about losing something rare, something her heart didn't know it couldn't live without until it was gone. At first, she might not even notice what she had. Love, friend, when it's present every day, can almost feel ordinary. She gets used to the text messages that check if she made it home safe. She gets used to the way he looks at her like she's more than enough. Friend, she gets used to the patience, the loyalty, the consistency. And when you're used to something, you don't always see its value. She may have assumed that kind of love was normal, that she could find it again. Friend, that if she let it slip, someone else would show up and give her the same things. But the truth about good men is this: they aren't common. They don't come around every day. And when she finally loses one friend, that's when reality sets in. The first wave of realization usually comes when she tries to replace him. She thinks she can move on quickly, that someone else can fill the space. And at first, it might seem exciting. Friend, attention is easy to find, affection is easy to give, but the deeper things, those are not so easily replaced. She starts to notice the differences. The way new people don't listen as intently. Friend, the way their words feel shallow instead of real. The way they may flatter her but don't truly understand her. And it's in those small, sharp comparisons that she begins to feel the weight of what she lost. Friend, it wasn't just a boyfriend or a partner. It was someone who saw her soul, who carried her flaws without judgment, who gave her a kind of love that wasn't performative but genuine. Friend, and that's when the regret begins to settle in. Regret has a way of sneaking into her thoughts in unexpected moments. She'll hear a song that reminds her of him, and instead of smiling, friend, she'll feel the ache of absence. She'll drive past a place they used to go, and instead of brushing it off, she'll feel the sting of nostalgia. She'll catch herself repeating a phrase he used to say, friend, and suddenly realize how deeply his presence still lingers in her life even when he's no longer there. The hardest part about losing a good man is that his imprint doesn't fade easily. His kindness, his loyalty, friend, his love, they echo long after he's gone. The second stage of realization is accountability. This is when she starts to admit the truth to herself, that maybe she took him for granted, friend. Maybe she didn't appreciate him the way she should have. Maybe she let her pride or immaturity push him away. And while it's easy to blame circumstances, deep down she knows when she played a role in losing him. Friend, that self-awareness is painful because it means she can't rewrite the story. She can't undo the moments she dismissed his effort, or the time she chose to argue instead of understand. Friend, or the days she let his love feel like it wasn't enough. She remembers the patience he had, the way he forgave, the way he stayed longer than most men would have. And yet somehow she still lost him. Friend, that truth hits differently. Time only intensifies this realization. As months pass, she notices the difference between men who are temporary and the man who was consistent. Friend, she notices the gap between what she once had and what she's being offered now. And the more she sees it, the clearer it becomes. Not every man loves with honesty. Not every man stays when things get hard. Friend, not every man protects her heart like it's worth guarding. But he did, and losing that kind of love changes her. There's also the loneliness that comes with losing a good man. Friend, not the kind of loneliness where she has no one to talk to, but the kind where she feels unseen. With him, she didn't have to explain every detail of her emotions. He just understood. With him, friend, she didn't feel like she had to earn love. It was freely given. With him, she could be herself without hiding, without shrinking, without pretending. And once you've experienced that kind of connection, friend, being without it feels unbearable. She might be surrounded by people, but no one feels like him. No one carries the same energy, the same warmth, the same truth. Friend. And that void becomes the reminder of what she let slip away. One of the deepest parts of her realization comes when she thinks about the future. Friend. She might imagine what life could have looked like if she had cherished him more. She pictures the milestones, the celebrations, the little everyday moments they could have built together. Friend. She realizes he wasn't just a good man for the present. He was the kind of man you build a life with. And that is when the ache in her heart turns into something permanent. Friend, because it's not just about what she lost, it's about what she will never have again. When a woman realizes she lost a good man, her perspective on love changes forever. She becomes more cautious, more reflective, friend, more aware of what truly matters. She stops chasing superficial things because she knows now that they don't last. She stops believing that good men are everywhere because she knows they aren't. And most of all, friend, she carries the quiet lesson that when love is real, it should never be taken for granted. This moment of realization often becomes one of the most transformative moments in her life. It humbles her. Friend, it teaches her the value of patience, loyalty, and effort. It shows her that true love isn't about excitement or perfection. It's about consistency and care. And while it may come too late to bring him back, friend, it plants a seed of wisdom in her heart that she carries forward. The truth is, losing a good man is not just about losing someone, it's about losing a mirror that reflected her best self. Friend, a presence that made her feel grounded, and a love that reminded her of what's possible when two people truly choose each other. That kind of loss stays with her. It lingers in her laughter, in her silence, friend, in her choices. It shapes the way she looks at love forever. And in the end, that realization is both her punishment and her lesson. Friend, because the moment she realizes she lost a good man is the moment she finally understands what love was really worth all along. And by then, she knows it wasn't just him she lost. Friend, it was the chance to hold on to something rare, something unforgettable, something her heart may never find again. Powerful conclusion in the end. Friend, the harshest pain isn't his absence. It's the realization of what she let slip away. Because once she loses a good man, she knows deep inside that no amount of time, no distraction, friend, and no one new will ever truly replace what she had and didn't hold on to.